Hi, this is Jackie Eister, Songistry, coming to you from Indianapolis, Indiana. I have with me today Jessica Costen of Seasons Entertainment. Hi, Jessica. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. So, tell me a little bit about yourself, how you got started with Seasons Entertainment.
Okay. Well, Seasons Entertainment, we are a booking agency as well as an event planning company.
Mm-hmm.
And we put on events for other companies as well as doing things for ourselves. And we work with mostly indie bands who create their own music,
Mm-hmm.
to get them shows all across the United States. A lot of traveling is involved. The company was started about 5 years ago. And basically how it worked was I'm actually legally blind,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was trying to find a source of income,
Mm-hmm.
and decided one day out of the blue that would be a great way for me to earn income. So I set up a home office. I started getting to know some bands. I went out to see some shows. And I started learning the ropes, and then it just kicked off from there.
Wow. So in 5 years, you've come as far as you have.
It has actually, the company has doubled and then tripled in the past 5 years. It's gone up and up and up, and all I can do is thank the bands that have been working with me so closely, and they're very honest and hardworking bands, and they're great artists. And that's all I can do is just appreciate them. And then last year we got an offer from an investment company to
Mm-hmm.
come in and start working with us. So this time next year, our company should skyrocket.
Wow. That is
And we're
amazing.
pretty excited.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So I know you do the indie bands. Is there, like, certain areas? Are you, like, across the United States now and worldwide, or are you just, like, in a certain area?
Well, I live in Virginia, and I do a lot of my stuff East Coast. However, I do have a second agent who lives in Ohio named Kelly Shawberry,
Mm-hmm.
and she does that side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of the East Coast. And then I have other companies that I work with to get those connecting. I have a company I work with called Rock Promotions, and they're out of Texas. We've got some people in Chicago, and we even have people in the UK. So it kind of, no, I don't work just here. We definitely do worldwide, but it takes a big group. It's not just one person. It's definitely a partnership.
Wow. Now, the bands that you have right now, like Under Surveillance, oh, Lord.
JOB.
Yes, the JOB. Oh, my goodness. And, oh, gosh, what is wrong with me?
We're working with several bands right now. We've got one with definitely the JOB. They're definitely my favorite pick of all of them, and I don't mean to be conservative, I guess is the word, but definitely JOB. They have it together. They do. They have everything they need. They're very hardworking and put forth their own money to promote their own stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they do everything they can to put themselves out there. So they're number one. And then Under Surveillance is doing really well, it's obviously, too. And so we worked together with them for a while, and, I think we'll continue to, but they just recently signed with a record company, so they're kind of putting the brakes on with me, I guess, until they figure out the legalities of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also work with a band called the Radio Kings. They're a trio. They actually are a cover band.
Mm-hmm.
I do some local stuff with them. Yellow Tie Guy, they're another cool band I work with. They're out of Maryland. You can find all of these bands through their websites, through their social media pages. You can Google them. You'll find them. I also work with the Steve White Band. He's pretty cool. They work with steel drums and do like a tropical rock style, kind of like stuff. So, yeah, I mean, there's several others, but that's, pretty much the main ones. And then my associate, Kelly, she's now starting to pick up. She's new.
Mm-hmm.
So she just got through training, and she's starting to work with some of the local bands there. One that I can think of off the top of my head is called the Scenic Route,
Mm-hmm.
and they are going to be playing in October in Ohio. And there's been a couple of bands that she's been interviewing and trying to get, see if we have any interest in them. And we're definitely working with a guy named Hayden James. You may have heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was signed years ago for a long time. And then now he does a lot more local stuff, but definitely in Ohio. And he's wanting to span out and do a big tour next year. So he's got us on board to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So, usually what happens is the bands will just contact us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do our interviews. We, work with them once or twice to see if it's something that would work and flow with us well. And if so, then we get to work and put them to work.
Wow. Now, tell me about you have a huge event coming up August 27th, Rock and War. Can you tell us about that?
Rock and War is the very first publicized event for Seasons Entertainment. So there was a lot of radio play. It was on 94.9 Star Country, WLNI Talk Radio. There's some highly local radio stations in the area. They did some ticket giveaways for us. Mm-hmm. We've got Media Downfall, Axis 5, and Under Surveillance playing that night. That's the rock portion of it. Mm-hmm. And then the war portion of it is Mr. Phillip Hatfield. He is the author of the book, the book, The Other Feud, mm-hmm. Which is about Devil Anse in the Civil War, and it does touch base on the Hatfield and McCoy feud mm-hmm. A little bit in that book. So, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. We've got a VIP section, meet and greet with Phillip, book signing, and a great rock concert. And I've heard, well, why did you pair rock with the book? It's so unique. But it's really not, because rock music is something that was used in the Civil War
right.
for soothing, to soothe the warriors. They would want to relax at the end of the night. What would they do? They listen to rock music. So it's
right.
not really that far of a jump.
Right. Well, I think with I had the chance to talk to him when I did my interview with Under Surveillance.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about the book and how closely that it came to the A&E
mm-hmm.
movie. And I was just like, because I loved that. So
we can say that it was definitely used for fact checking in the miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're allowed to say about it.
Right. And like I'm like, wow, I love that band. And he started laughing. What a really great band. I had the chance to sit down with them, and what wonderful people. And we're hoping, Jessica, to be able to come. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but I'm really pushing. I'm like, please.
I hope you can. It would be so nice to meet you in person.
Oh, yes. And I told him, I said, please. So I don't know. We're having, truck issues. So we'll see what happens.
Well, the VIP section comes with a barbecue,
mm-hmm.
Barbecue buffet included in your tickets. You've got a private bar. You've got a balcony to watch the concert front row. And I went up there and looked at it all myself before we decided to go for it. And I'm
mm-hmm.
telling you, that VIP section is amazing. It's handicap accessible, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
You go in, there's no stairs. You get on an elevator, and you're there.
Wow.
And it's great. There's private bathrooms. If you want to smoke, there's a private balcony outside.
Wow.
Everything is completely secluded away, but at the same time, you get the experience of a lifetime. So it's just so awesome, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. And we do have some surprises that they have not been confirmed, but I will say this, that Axis 5 is sponsored by Jim Dean.
Mm-hmm.
And we are in the middle of waiting. We're waiting for confirmation for something to come of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was hoping I would get that confirmation before we talked, but I did not. So I cannot say what may be happening. But if it happens and we get a confirmation, mm-hmm. it is going to be awesome.
Aw. See, this is the wonderful things that I like to hear. When I hear so many people are still out there pushing musicians and getting involved, and because music, I don't care, music makes the world go round, period. There's nothing better in this world than music, you know?
And I hate to see, like, festivals and live entertainment, you know, bars and stuff that do the live entertainment. As sad as it is, a lot of their budgets have gone down because people just don't support it as much as they used to. And I say to those people, get off of your butt, get out of the house, stop watching TV, and go watch these guys because they work so hard. They work so hard for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it would raise the bar's budget. It would get these guys more out there, and you know, let's get back into the supporting our local music scene.
Oh, absolutely.
Bands, you know, let's mm-hmm. bands who they're coming in once. Go enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, I'm 100% behind you on all that. This is why I know I can't always get out. I just can't. With my health and stuff, I can't always get out. And I wish I could more. I used to be able to. I just can't do that anymore. But what I try to do is support from here.
I'm a mother of 5 children. I'm legally blind.
Wow.
I don't go very often.
God bless you.
Take care of. I don't. But if mm-hmm. there is an event where there's going to be one of my bands or even another live band mm-hmm. that I enjoy mm-hmm. at the event, and it's something that's kid-friendly, I'll be there. I'll be there. Aww. If it's something 21 and up, I'll try to make plans. But, you know, there's so much stuff going on every single weekend. But if you can do it once a month, mm-hmm. you know, you've got a date night with your husband. Everybody does. Mm-hmm. Try to find a place where there's some local music going on.
Oh, no, we do that. We do that here. It's just not, I'm not able to do it all the time. You know what I mean?
No. No, nobody can, but, you know, I'll hear a lot of times, well, there's a $5 cover charge.
Oh, big deal.
Okay, well, those bands are driving hundreds of miles
mm-hmm.
to take 2 hours to set up their stuff so that they can play. It's not like, I mean, these guys are working for hardly nothing.
I know.
So, you know, pay your $5 and shut up.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. No, I agree with you. And I know that so many times I've heard that. But you know what, Jessica? Also, it's the bar owners. Come on. You know that a lot of times if they're making the money, they can pay them a little bit more. Okay? Come on.
I will say this. As a booking agent who not only books for the bands but also books for the bars, I see both sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for the bars that pay the bands door and door only, I do not agree with that. I do not book for that.
Mm-hmm.
I do not. If I do book it, I don't take commissions on it.
Right.
Because I do not agree with it. However, the bands, I mean, there are definitely bars who are saying, okay, we can only afford $400 for this band. And that's because it's not the manager that's booking the show. It's the boss. It's the guy who's above them who doesn't have a clue, who's not there every day.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, a lot of times I work with these managers, and they push so hard to get more money, and they're not going to because the bar owners who are not there every single day, that don't see what these guys are doing, that don't, you know, they don't care. But you'd be surprised at the tricks that you learn doing what I do. I'm definitely one that can pull more money out of a venue than most. I've heard that from several bands.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know how you're doing it. I know what these guys are getting paid here, and you're doubling it. And it's because I know how to talk.
That's wonderful. See, you're what we need 1 million more of you.
Well, no, because then there's too much competition for me.
No. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, I give you that.
Okay. Now I am hiring for agents, but it is a commission work. If you don't do the job, you don't get paid.
Right.
So I prefer to actually look at people who don't have any experience in the booking industry
mm-hmm.
because that way I can train them my way. And now, while it does take a little longer to make your commissions, it's worth it in the end because you're trained properly. You don't try to do it your way, and you get it done right the first time.
Right.
So, you know, I definitely am looking at all 50 states, well, 49 minus Ohio, because we have another project going on where it might end up taking me away, and I don't want to drop the business. I enjoy helping these bands, but I've got other things going on where it might hinder me from actually doing the work. So we definitely want to pull some people aboard. We're definitely looking at other people to come on and do this for a living.
Oh, see, I think that's great. I really do, and I appreciate the work that you do to get all these bands work.
There's a decent living in it if you choose the right bands, if you get the right people behind you, and if you're a decent person. We don't work underhanded, we don't cut corners. We are very professional in this, and there is decent money to be made. But it is a slow go. You have to build up. It's kind of like owning your own company. And you have to build up with it, but it's worth it in the end because it's not just about the money. When you climb aboard with me, your mentality shouldn't be, I need a paycheck. It should be, I'm in it for the music.
Right.
Period. And if it's not, then you don't get hired.
Absolutely. Well, it's like what I do. Everybody's like, well, yeah, but you're not making anything on it. I'm like, do you know how incredible it is for me to know that I got a band from Slovenia, we'll put it that way, played in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and they're like, we actually had this, or you know what I mean, when you can spread someone's music and get it from one place right over to another, and then those people start working together, then people start picking them up, and to me that's what makes me feel good, is to know that person's like, wow, and I can celebrate with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely about the music. JOB just got back from a 4-day trip.
Yes, I know.
He sent me a message, and he said, I actually got a call from one of the venue owners. They were having a big anniversary, and he was playing, they were playing middle of in between two bands, and he said, I need a sound tech for the day. Can they run sound? I'll give them a few extra $100. So I was like, let me call him, Well, he messaged me yesterday, and he said everything was roped off. There were food trucks everywhere. He said there were hundreds of people there, and it was awesome. And it made me light up. It made me I was just like, yes, yay.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful. Well, I got Jason sent me the link with what I had with their interview. Yes. And I was just like, I didn't know what to say. I'm like, wow. Because to me, that was just like the biggest thank you I could have ever received to get something like that. I was like, wow. What a great band. Oh, my God. And I love their music. Love it.
They're so easygoing. I mean, I listened to your interview with them, and I know they touched a little bit on their background. But because of who they were, it makes them who they are today, because of their military background and their musical background, and it really makes them. They're all very dedicated to music, and they're all very professional. I have never worked with a more professional band in my life. I mean, these guys are super on beat. They always have everything they need. They've never canceled a show, never. They will do what they have to do to make sure it happens.
Absolutely.
I've actually worked with them the longest. I've worked with them for 4 years now, and it's gotten to the point where I'm the kind of person, well, my company is the kind of company, if I'm offered a show, I'm not going to turn it down. That's not my job. My job is to offer it to you. So I'll call him knowing that he's not going to accept the show because of the price, and I'll say, well, I know you're not going to do it, but here's the offer on the table, and he'll start laughing, and he'll say, why do you even call me about it anymore? And it's because it's not my job to tell him no. It's his job to say no, not mine.
Right.
So, and I'm just kind of giggling about it, and just like, and then there's shows where I know he'll accept it, but I still cannot accept it without it.
Right. Well, to me, when I talk to them, number one, my husband's a veteran. So it automatically made me feel so good to be able to do something. I think so far I have 3 bands that I've actually done interviews with that were veterans or had veterans in the band. So it makes me feel so good inside to know that I can, do something nice for someone, you know what I mean? Especially a vet.
If you keep, I don't know if you're friends with him on Facebook, Jim O'Farrell, but if you keep up with him, his son is still a sergeant in the U.S. Army stationed in Fayetteville. And he just, not too long ago, a couple months ago, he just got back from a tour. And they were asking while he was over there in the war, asking for people to send in care packages. So that's always something that people can look into, is sending care packages to these guys over there because, they need supplies.
Right.
So we try to help, as much as we can, and they help us, and kind of scratch your back, we'll scratch your back kind of thing. And like I said, I mean, the other bands I work with, they're phenomenal too. We could touch on every single one of them. But this one, the JOB in particular, I rave about them. And I tell all my agents, you will work with several bands in your lifetime. You will find one that that's your band. That's your guy. That's the one you're going to work the hardest for. That's the one you're going to do the most for. And they're going to be the best at what they do. And that, for me, is JOB.
Oh, yeah. They're amazing, amazing band. They're wonderful. Now, you know what? Not to go back, but yes, kind of. Tell me a little bit more about the Rock and War, the bands that you have there. I know you've touched on Under Surveillance. What about the other 2 bands?
Well, Axis 5 was actually one of my bands, well, not my band, but one of the very first bands that I ever connected with. When I first started working as an agent, Axis 5 was number 1 on my list. They were a local to me band, just starting out. They've been doing it for a couple of years, playing, little bars and whatnot here and there. They play cover music, Metallica, stuff like that. And then, I worked with them for a little while, and then we kind of drifted away because I started working with, doing other things and just kind of learning the job. And then when I set up this event, they were the first ones I thought about. And when we reconnected, we found out that they have been signed to a record label, that they now play their own music. They have an iHeart radio station, all of their own. They are a nationally known traveling band, and they're great. They're amazing. The people that work with them, the reason that I don't book them as often is because really they have their own booking agent, and he does phenomenal. I actually work with him on the side to book some shows. Media Downfall, they actually, I don't know very much about that band, but Axis 5 highly recommended them. And they have played with Axis 5 now for a while. And they open for them. So they'll do, it's like a concert set. They tour with Axis 5. And I know they do like a rock/metal style music. I've listened to their music, but really I've booked them based on the recommendation of Axis 5. So that's the 2 bands. I paired them with Under Surveillance because it's kind of 3 different style music, but they all flow together. And with Under Surveillance, they had a show already that day, and I said, let's bulk it up. Let's make it bigger. Let's make it worth people, worthwhile, rather than just have them come and do the one little show. So let's do something with this. And they agreed. Under Surveillance agreed. We pulled in Phillip Hatfield, who is also in that band, but, he's the author of that book, so he's a little bit more than just a band member.
Right.
Honestly, so are everybody else in their band. They all have amazing things besides their music that kind of set them apart from other bands. But we pulled them in, and then I contacted Jason from Axis 5, and he was more than happy. I think he actually canceled a show so that he could do this with me.
Aww.
Yeah, and we've been working together ever since. He's actually, he does the booking on the side as well.
Mm-hmm.
So him and I have worked together to book other bands at different places.
Mm-hmm.
And I work with him. I give him shows. He gives me shows. So we kind of bounce off each other. But it's doing very well, and I'm really happy with it. I just love all these people. They're just so, the musician world is so different if you're not in it. Like, if you don't know it,
Mm-hmm.
getting into it, these people are amazing. What they do and how they operate and the way they treat people,
Mm-hmm.
it really makes you feel good. It
Oh,
really does.
yeah.
They're really great people.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think musicians are kind of unique anyway. There's things that they do. I call them, you have musicians and then you have normal people.
Yeah. Well, and I guess I'm kind of in the middle because I'm not a musician.
But that's not true. That you're not a musician to you, but you are to me. So, there.
Okay.
You've been sucked in.
Well, I don't do that, but I try to do the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I pat myself on the back. That's okay.
Well, I think you're doing a wonderful job, honey. I really do. Trying to do a balancing act with 5 babies and a business.
Well, 3 of them, they go to school, the
Mm-hmm.
kids, and then I've got 2 at home. I still have 2 little baby boys at home.
Mm-hmm. Which is enough. Hello?
Honestly, I wanted 6, but my husband said we couldn't afford anymore.
Aww. But you know what? Go ahead.
I was going to say, I always wanted a big family. Always.
Yeah.
It's hard now, but it's so much to love and so much to love you, and it's just a blessing.
Aww. Now, how old are your kids?
I have, my youngest is Adam. He's a boy. He's 1.
Mm-hmm.
He turned 1 in April. I've got a 3-year-old little boy. His name is William, after his father, and he turned 3 in May, actually May 14th. Then I've got a 6-year-old little girl named Riley, and she's 6, and then she'll be 7 in February. And then I've got an 8-year-old, Lily, who, her birthday is May 16th. So her brother, her 3-year-old, and her were born 2 days apart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I've got a almost 12-year-old, Haley.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be 12 in September, so not too much longer.
Aww.
And they're all amazing. I'll tell you, I know this is part of what I do for a living, but I've got to brag a minute on my kids. Haley just started 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, she was in 2 honors classes, graduated with a 3.9 GPA average.
Wow.
Hit 7th grade, now she's in 2 pre-AP classes and 2 advanced classes. So they had to actually send in contracts for her to take the pre-AP class
Wow.
in 7th grade. So if she continues on with her little smarty pants ways, which I have a good feeling she will graduate high school with a degree in college.
What? You know, I've been seeing that a
that's-
lot on TV, actually, where she must be one. Wow, that's really something, Jessica.
Well, then my 8-year-old, it's amazing. My 8-year-old, who was in 2nd grade last year, at the end of the year, they sent home paperwork because they wanted her to be in Gifted and Talented. And then during the summer, they sent us a piece of mail accepting her into the Gifted and Talented program for 3rd grade.
Aww.
And then Riley, she is in 1st grade, and they don't really do the extracurricular programs for children that little, but she, according to all of her teachers, when she was in preschool, her teacher said she was the only kid that knew all of her ABCs and that could count to 100. They were only supposed to count to 30. She kept going. She's the only kid that could do that in my class.
Wow.
So they are all super intelligent.
Aw. And then you got your 2 little babies at home.
Little boys, yeah.
Aww.
We wanted a boy so bad. And if we didn't have one, the last name, Costen, was a dying name. My husband, it would have left with him.
Aww.
So I did all my research, and for 6 months, I just did exactly what it said to do. Every little stupid thing to the smart things to everything. I consulted doctors. I mean, I did everything. And then we started trying, and 2 months into trying, we got pregnant with Bubba. We call it Bubba because he's a boy. And then after he was born, we were done. 4 kids, we're good. We got a boy, we're happy. And then out of the blue, we found out we were pregnant again, and we thought there's no way we could have another little boy. And we did.
Aw, that is so sweet. Now, do you want to get the kids into music and stuff?
Yes, actually, my oldest daughter's best friend is the Wright kids. If you don't know who they are, you should definitely look it up. They finished the top 10 on America's Got Talent 7, 8 years ago. And that's her best friend. And Selah is her name, but she was just a baby when that happened. Those 2 are 1 day apart in age. All of her siblings, however, were on that show. And so her mother, they're all homeschooled and all that stuff. So whenever my daughter goes over there, they always have their vocal lessons, and they learn different musical instruments and stuff. So when my daughter goes over there, they have her go in with her. And then this year, my daughter signed up for the chorus instead of, I think her other option was to go into the band. But she didn't know how to play an instrument. And I'll tell you honestly, I've never been good with instruments. My whole family, my father, my brother, everybody, they have some kind of musician as far as instrumental. They pick it up and go. I'm not good with that. But voice-wise, I understand pitch. She understands pitch. You know, she's learning. She has a little Musical.ly page, and she does that all the time, and she's up to like 500 followers. And we just let her put it public maybe 2 months ago, and it's already shooting up there. So we definitely tried. She's got a keyboard. She's got a guitar. We've done some lessons. And then as the kids get older, they're allowed to get into a little bit more. But our philosophy about our children is school comes first, careers, taking care of your schooling is number 1. So at the beginning of the school year, we always try to just see where they're at as far as academically. And then if there's room and everybody's easily doing it, then we go into extracurricular activities such as music.
Aww. See, I think that's awesome when parents get behind you like that. I know my mom and dad did that for me and my sisters also. I did my own thing. You know what I mean? I took a little bit of piano lessons, but I started playing organ, on my own. And picked it up and started, playing music that I heard every day on the organ. And trust me, that was some funny stuff, boy. Hear a church organist playing like a virgin.
We have music appreciation night every night with the kids, and they don't listen. It's so funny because in preschool, we hear from the teachers, they don't know all of their nursery rhymes. And I'm like, I don't either, but ask them who Bob Marley is. Ask them who Mozart is. Ask them who Eminem is. Ask them who Metallica is. I bet you they can sing you and verbatim music from there because we do music appreciation. So we try to teach the kids different variables of music from all walks of everything, and from Irish to Indian, everything. And we teach them to appreciate it, even if they don't like it, based on the art of it.
Right.
And that's important, is the art.
Very.
You don't, like Eminem is not, I like him, but he's not, the lyrics that come out of his mouth are just foul. But the poeticism, you have to respect it. You just do. That man is a poet.
Yes, he is.
So,
no, I agree with you 100% on that. I really do. I don't like everything that he does, but his songs make more sense to me. Like, I don't know what it's like growing up on the other side of the tracks, and you know what I mean? I don't know what it's like my dad always worked for the government, and, you know, we had beautiful homes, we had beautiful clothes, and, you know, we were spoiled to death by my dad. You know what I mean?
But that's just it. You're listening to the words.
Right.
Listen to the words and listen to the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And that man is a poet.
Yes, he is.
He has got it. He's got it. That's why he is how big he is, because he knows how to put the right rhythm with the right words, and it works.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you.
There's another one like that, too. I don't know if you've ever heard of Wax.
Who?
Wax.
No, never heard of that one.
He put an album called Continue, and you can find him on YouTube. And he has one song. It's about his nephew, and it's called Milk in My Sippy Cup. It is adorable.
Aw. No, I'm gonna look. I'll look it up.
Wax used to be signed with a record company, and then he got out of it because he didn't want people to pay that much for him to go see a concert.
Right.
So he got out of it. But he is phenomenal. I mean, it's rap music, and honestly, my favorite kind of music is country.
Mm-hmm.
But my husband is he likes the rap. Now, I like Irish music. I like rock music. I like oldies. I heard you on the interview with J.O.B. talking about the Casey Kasem.
Yes.
Well, in the 90s, when I was growing up, that was still there on K92.
Really?
Absolutely, and that's what I listened to.
Wow.
Every night, the 9 at 9, every night.
Wow.
When you talked about it, you were talking about in the 80s. I wasn't born until 1984.
What?
So I'm like, that was still going in the 90s.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now I really feel... Yeah, because when we were talking, I told him, I said, because they remind me, and I know it sounds funny, but the J.O.B. reminds me of an AM radio heavy metal of their time. Seriously. And I know people are like, I don't get that. And I'm like, well, you know, if you will go listen to some AM 70s music with a real edge, that's the J.O.B. I was just like, I was floored by them. And each song has a story to it, and I love music with a story. I don't really listen to anything. My dance music, I love dance music, like the European, that whole thing. I love it. And DJ music, love that too. But I also know that they usually take one sentence and write it to death. And I'm good with that.
Record labels, looking at their age, record labels do not want to sign someone that they cannot get at least 30 years out of.
Right.
However, I'm doing everything in my possible power to put them in every city that they will let me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm doing just as hard. I'm working just as hard as they are to put their name out there, to brand them. And I'm hoping that in the near future, within the next 5 years, that they might not be signed, but they'll be big enough that they won't need to be. I
don't think they, and I'm going to be honest with you, with the way they're going right now, I don't see that even being an issue. I know several bands just like that most people, come on, they've been played on radio, they've been, they did a commercial, they've done all kinds of stuff.
And they work so hard to do that, to make that happen. And, you know, I'll get interviews, and I'll take interviews from bands and applications and stuff, and I'm like, what do you do for your band? And they're like, well, we have an EQK. Well, that's not good enough. You know, if you want this, you've got to work for it.
That's right. That is right.
I'm not out here for bands who want to earn a buck because they can sing. I'm not about it. I do book for a few of them just to earn a little extra cash on the side, but I definitely want bands who want this as a career, who want this, who want to make it.
Yes.
And that's why, like I said before, they are my favorite, because that's what they're out there to do. They are on a war path to make it happen.
Right.
And I am standing right next to them.
No, I don't blame you. Jessica, we're coming up on time, hon. And before I get cut off and you get cut off, thank you so very much for hanging with me. And I've been wanting to do this interview with you to find out. A lot of people don't understand what it takes for someone that has an entertainment company and what they have to do. And, a lot of things that they actually give up and a lot of things that they make out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's definitely times where I have taken away from my income for the greater good, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But there's times where I do profit from it. It's not a non-profitable business. It's
right.
definitely profitable.
Mm-hmm.
But in the greater scheme of it, I do what I can for them, and the income is nice too. But that's all it is.
Absolutely.
I'd rather if I had to do it for free, I would still do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, let me ask you something. If you have some advice for some of the bands that they have out there that are seeking an entertainment company, what is it that you suggest?
If you are in it to make money, don't call. Really, because in the beginning, it's not a money-making situation. I don't need to hear that you were in a band 10 years ago that made $5,000 a show because you're not in that band anymore.
Right.
Make sure you have your own PA, your own lights, your own sound tech, full-time, and they are willing to travel. If you won't go outside of your own state, you're not going to get very big.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be as professional as I am. And that's my advice.
Okay. Well, again, this is Jackie Eister Songistry, and I've had the wonderful Jessica Costen of Seasons Entertainment with me. Jessica, again, thank you so much for taking the time with me.
Thank you.
All right, hon. You have a wonderful day, and this is Jackie Eister Songistry saying good night. Thank you. Hey, and coming up will be Access 5, Raise Our Flag and Crazy. After that, we'll have Under Surveillance, 99 Reasons, and Breaking Point. Then following that will be the J.O.B. with Red Eye and On the Run. These are all artists that are with Seasons Entertainment. Thank you very much for listening.
We got the ribs all smoking. Maximize the time. but the truth does not change. So just close your eyes, don't hesitate. Love will find a way. Please believe, believe, believe in love tonight. Please believe, believe, oh I can't let you go.
Kid thinks he's gonna be a movie star. Motorists are rattling beneath our feet. Miles away, yeah, along the interstate. Day and tonight in the highway. Look out the window at the highway signs and you're alone. Away what I left behind. Dreamy woman, stay out of my mind. And I feel it From yesterday it pushes on. Sunsets in front of me to no wavy. Premonitions I know. In every town I go on the run. Oh, on the run. My disguise is now my trusted friend. They hunt for me, there is no end. I want the earth to take me back again. Resting when I